Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? So let's see what's going on here. Says here Japanese officials building an 8-foot fence to block Mount Fuji views for tourists. Mount Fuji, I remember it. Yeah, I remember this view too. Um, uh, my first duty station when I was in the Marine Corps was Okinawa, Japan. And as soon as I got there, my unit was being shipped out for a training exercise in Mount Fuji. So I got to be out there as a young 19-year-old. It was good times. They had alcohol in the vending machines, but we were not allowed to drink, and people drank anyways. Almost got court-martialed for it. That was not a fun day for me. Oh man, that was a time. Much like the residents of Hallstatt, Austria, last year the Japanese town of Fuji, Fujikawa Guchiko, Fujikawa, Fujikawa Guchiko is currently beefing with tourist photographers, and exactly like Hallstatt. Who the hell is Hallstatt? Much like a resident of Hallstatt, Austria. Okay. Fujikawa Guchiko, which is located roughly 62 miles west of Tokyo, is trying to solve the problem in a very petty yet effective way. Petty. They went full Donald Trump on it. Fujikawa Guchiko residents have had enough with tourists incessantly crowding one specific spot in front of Lawson's, the Japanese convenience store chain. I remember that store too. That's why that view looked so familiar, man. I remember that. I remember it on the way there. I never got to go there because we were just restricted to the spot that we were at. I never got to actually go to the grocery store, but I remember passing by it on the way there. Uh, okay, residents have enough taking photos featuring the iconic Mount Fuji in the background. To deter them from coming, the town has decided to erect a large mesh barrier so that photos will ultimately be ruined. All right, they got to do it. They got to do it, man. Uh, Tourists are like extremely annoying, like extremely annoying, especially like because they all doing the same thing. They're all taking photos of the same goddamn thing, waiting their turn. Like who just travels all over the world just to take photos? Like it's crazy. Like that's why we have such a big like Instagram and Facebook type of culture. It's just like people just love doing. Well, they don't love doing shit. They just love talking about doing stuff rather than actually doing things or just the image. Like just a lot of pretenders in the world. Last year, Hallstatt took similar steps and put up wooden boards to prevent tourists from crowding a viewpoint and taking pictures of castles that inspired the Disney hit movie Frozen. Yeah, yeah. I remember when I went to what was it Paris, and god damn, man, all people wanted to do was just go to iconic spots and take photos. It was just like you go to a spot and you just see a bunch of tourists all trying to avoid each other in the photos they're about to take. Be and it's just like if you see it in real life, it is literally just a bunch of people taking photos of each other all over the place. Like that's what it is. Like it is just not exciting. Um, the issue was the same as the small Japanese town: over tourism and therefore overcrowding is not sustainable and leads to huge amounts of trash left behind. Yep, because they probably shopping at the store too. So the store is probably making a lot of money from that. And they're just dropping their trash all over the place because they're just sitting around waiting for their turn to take a picture or whatever. Plus, it worsens traffic congestion because they all standing around. These people got to park and go to the store. And local Japanese officials. Okay. According to officials, the mesh net will be built on the site next week and it will be 8 foot tall and 66 feet across. So they have to like move around to get their photo. And it is yet unclear if the net will be temporary or permanent solution to the issue. Communities across the world are taking many different approaches right now to counter negative impacts. Uh, uh, the negative impact of over tourism is having for locals, but this is among the more creative strategies in play. It's not that creative. I think it's been done before, but it is a good idea. Like tourists are annoying. Many cities and countries are looking to institute new tourism taxes. Yeah, tax them. Tax them. They're just going to be doing that nonsense and taking up space just so they can goddamn take a photo so they can tell people they've been to a place. Tax them. I don't care. If it discourages them from doing that nonsense, do it. Or increase existing ones to draw in more money from the visitors to offset the impacts. Yeah, they're like, we got to clean up after you. You got to, what the hell is this? Okay. Anyways, until next time.